let's get straight to it. Boosting your brain power. In today's, whirlwind of information and constant choices, your ability to think clearly, effectively, well, it's basically your superpower.
Absolutely. And in this deep dive, our goal is to really pull out some practical, powerful insights. We've got 15 key strategies here.
15, okay.
Yeah, all designed to sharpen your focus, fuel creativity, and just bring, more clarity to your thinking. Think of it like building a more resilient mind.
I like that, a resilient mind. And these are actionable things, right? Not just theory.
Exactly. Concrete steps you can start implementing, like today.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So where do we kick things off on this path to a sharper mind? What's number one?
Well, it starts with something really fundamental, something we often maybe underestimate: sleep.
Sleep.
Right.
Seems obvious, but probably deeper than we think.
It's way more than just resting your eyes. It's when your brain is doing some serious heavy lifting, processing information, storing memories.
Okay, let's dig into this a bit. So while we're out, what's actually happening up there?
Well, your brain's busy sorting through the day's stuff, consolidating memories, kind of like hitting save on important files.
Okay.
And it's also clearing out toxins, metabolic waste products that build up while we're awake. There's this glymphatic system.
Glymphatic, never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like the brain's cleaning crew. And it's most active during deep sleep. It flushes out waste, including some proteins linked to cognitive decline if they build up.
Wow. So if you don't get enough sleep,
those crucial processes get short-circuited. The cleaning doesn't happen properly, memory consolidation suffers.
And we feel it, don't we? That foggy-headed feeling after a bad night.
Precisely. That's your reaction time slowing down, your concentration taking a hit, becoming more forgetful. It directly impacts clear thinking.
So what can we actually do? What are the actionable steps for better sleep?
Consistency is huge. Trying to stick to a regular sleep schedule, same bedtime, same wake-up time, even on weekends if you can manage it.
Yeah, the weekend thing is tough.
It is, but it really helps regulate your body clock. Also, create a wind-down routine. And your sleep environment matters. Dark, quiet, cool is usually best.
And the screens. I hear about that all the time.
Definitely. That blue light messes with melatonin production, the hormone that signals sleep. So, yeah, try to avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Read a book instead.
Okay, so prioritizing sleep is like investing in tomorrow's brain power.
You got it. And honestly, even just one good night can make a noticeable difference in mental clarity.
Right. Okay, sleep sorted. What's next? How else do we fuel this brain?
Nutrition, of course. What you eat.
Ah, yes. Brain food. How much does diet really impact our thinking?
A lot. Your brain's a tiny part of your body weight, maybe 2%, but it hogs energy, uses about 20% of your daily calories.
20%. Wow.
So the quality of that fuel is critical.
Meaning those sugary snacks for a quick boost aren't the best idea long term.
Not really, no. You get that quick spike, sure, but then the crash comes. Plus, lots of sugar and processed stuff can lead to inflammation, which isn't great for brain health.
Okay, so ditch the donuts. What should we be eating?
Think nutrient-dense. Omega-3 fatty acids are vital. You find those in things like salmon, chia seeds, walnuts. They're key for your brain cell membranes, helping neurons communicate better.
Got it. Healthy fats. What else?
Antioxidants. Think colorful fruits, especially berries. They help protect your brain cells from damage from oxidative stress.
Oxidative stress, like rust for the brain.
Kinda, yeah. And B vitamins are also crucial. Leafy greens are packed with them. They're involved in loads of cognitive functions. So yeah, think of meals as like targeted brain fuel.
Strategic fueling. I like it. Okay, sleep, nutrition. What's tip number 3?
Getting physical. Moving your body. Regular physical activity.
Interesting. We usually think exercise for the body, but it helps the brain too.
Oh, absolutely. They're deeply connected. When you exercise, your heart pumps more blood, which means more oxygen getting to your brain.
Ah, okay. Better circulation on top.
Exactly. Which boosts mental alertness, can improve your mood too.
So that clear-headed feeling after a workout isn't just, feeling virtuous.
Not at all. Aerobic exercise like a brisk walk, swimming, cycling releases endorphins. Those are natural mood boosters and stress reducers.
Right.
And research even shows exercise can support the growth of new neurons, especially in brain areas linked to memory and learning.
New neurons? Seriously, so we don't need to run marathons?
Nope. Even moderate activity, say 20-30 minutes most days, can improve reaction time and decision-making. Consistency is key. Doesn't have to be a gym thing, just move more.
Good to know. Walk the dog, take the stairs. It all counts.
It really does.
Okay, so sleep, food, movement foundations. What's next for sharpening the mind itself?
This one's about inner focus. mindfulness and meditation.
Ah, okay. Seems like everyone's talking about mindfulness lately.
And for good reason, especially now. Our attention is constantly pulled everywhere. Mindfulness is basically practicing being present, paying attention on purpose, without judgment.
And meditation.
Meditation is like the training gym for that. It trains your focus, helps you notice when your mind wanders, and gently bring it back. Reduces that mental chatter, the overthinking.
So it's mental push-ups for focus.
Kinda, yeah. And the benefits are real. Even just 10-15 minutes a day can lower anxiety, improve your attention span, help you manage emotions better.
Yeah, a calmer mind thinks clearer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Less noise, more signal.
How do you start, though? It can seem a bit intimidating.
Super simple ways to begin. Guided meditations are great, tons of apps and websites for that. Or just spend a few minutes focusing on your breath. Notice it going in and out. Or just sit quietly and observe your thoughts, like clouds passing by. Don't get hooked.
Observe, don't engage. Okay, makes sense. So, once we're a bit calmer, how do we actively strengthen our thinking muscles?
By challenging them. Think of your brain like any other muscle, use it or lose it, essentially. It gets stronger with use. It's about synaptic plasticity.
Synaptic plasticity. A fancy term for connections getting stronger.
Basically, yeah. When you learn new things or challenge yourself mentally, you create and strengthen connections between neurons. Makes your brain more flexible, more efficient.
So, no coasting allowed mentally?
Pretty much. You need to keep stimulating it.
Like what? Give me some examples of brain workouts.
Oh, loads of things. Learning a new language is fantastic, works multiple brain areas. Strategy games like chess or complex board games, puzzles, Sudoku, crosswords, even learning a musical instrument.
Those sound involved. Anything simpler.
Sure, even small things. Try taking a different route to work. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Anything that breaks your routine and makes your brain work in a slightly new way helps. It's about lifelong learning, staying curious.
Novelty. Okay.
Yeah.
Brain workouts through new challenges. Got it. What else?
Reading. Widely and often.
A classic. How does reading specifically boost thinking?
It just expands your world. You encounter new ideas, different perspectives, tons of new vocabulary, and different types of reading do different things. Fiction is great for building empathy, understanding people, boosting creativity. You're stepping into other lives.
Yeah, seeing through someone else's eyes.
Exactly. And nonfiction. That gives you facts, frameworks, mental models to understand how things work. History, science, biographies.
So mix it up. Don't just read one type of thing.
Definitely. Read across genres. Philosophy, poetry, science news. It all stretches your mind in different ways. Even just 15-20 minutes a day can spark new connections.
A daily dose of reading. Okay, now something that probably hinders thinking. Distractions.
Oh, massively. This idea that we can multitask effectively, it's largely a myth.
Really? I feel like I'm always juggling things.
You're probably just switching between tasks very quickly, which is actually inefficient and drains your mental energy. Your attention gets scattered and the quality of your thinking drops.
Yeah, I feel that scatterbrain thing. So focus is better.
Much better. Aim for dedicated blocks of focused work, single tasking.
Easier said than done with phones buzzing and emails popping up.
Totally. That's why you have to be proactive. Turn off notifications seriously, most can wait. Close browser tabs you don't need. Set boundaries. Commit to one thing at a time.
They'll get it done faster and better, probably.
Exactly. And your thoughts will be sharper, more organized. Focus really is like a muscle you need to train in this noisy world.
Okay, fight the distractions, embrace the focus. What about just being curious?
Curiosity. It's like the fuel for intelligence, isn't it? Having that genuine desire to learn, to understand.
So asking why all the time isn't annoying. It's good for the brain.
Absolutely. Asking questions, exploring topics you don't know about, diving into unfamiliar ideas. It trains critical thinking. You get better at spotting patterns, analyzing information, keeps your mind active and alive.
How do we, actively be more curious?
Watch documentaries on random stuff, listen to talks outside your field, read articles that challenge you, ask why more often. Just follow those little sparks of interest. You never know where they might lead.
Let curiosity be your guide. I like that. Okay, now this next one. Gratitude. Seems a bit soft, maybe. How does gratitude boost thinking power?
It might seem indirect, but the link is strong through stress reduction. When you actively focus on what you're grateful for, it dials down stress and anxiety.
And less stress means clearer thinking.
Precisely. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, which can actually impair memory and focus. Gratitude helps shift your brain towards a more positive, calmer state. Some research suggests it even affects neurotransmitters linked to mood and cognition, like dopamine and serotonin.
Okay, so it's a mental state thing. How do you practice gratitude? Write stuff down.
That's a great way, yeah. Just taking a moment each day, maybe morning or evening, to write down, say, 3 things you're genuinely grateful for, big or small.
Like grateful for coffee.
Sure, if it's genuine. Or grateful for a helpful colleague. Or grateful the sun is shining. It trains your brain to scan for the positive, which fosters resilience and, yes, clearer thinking, less bogged down by negativity.
Training the brain to see the good. Interesting. What about the people around us? Do they affect our thinking?
Hugely. Your social environment shapes your thoughts and perspectives more than you might realize.
The whole, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with idea.
There's definitely something to that. Talking with people who are thoughtful, curious, maybe who challenge your ideas in a good way, that really pushes you to think deeper, consider new angles.
So hanging out with smart, interesting people makes us smarter.
It certainly helps. It exposes you to different ways of thinking, stimulates your own mind. Seek out people who inspire you, ask good questions, join a discussion group, maybe an online forum on a topic you like, or just have more meaningful conversations.
Choose your mental sparring partners wisely.
Something like that, yeah. Choose company that lifts your thinking.
Okay. Now, we've talked about being active, mentally reading, challenging the brain. But what about downtime? Taking breaks.
Oh, breaks are non-negotiable for peak performance. Your brain isn't designed for hours and hours of continuous, intense focus. It needs recovery time.
So powering through when you feel tired isn't the best strategy.
Definitely not. Mental fatigue sets in, your decision-making gets worse, you make more mistakes. Working nonstop is often counterproductive.
Okay, so structured breaks, like the Pomodoro technique. Work for a bit, then break.
Exactly. That's a popular one. Maybe 25 minutes, focused work, 5-minute break. Or 50 minutes work, 10-minute break. Find a rhythm that works for you.
And what should you do on those breaks? Scroll social media.
Ideally, no. Try to disconnect from the task. Get up, stretch, walk around a bit, grab some water, look out the window, let your mind just wander or rest. That helps reset your focus for the next work block.
Recharge to rethink. Got it. Okay, another interesting one. Writing to think better. How does that work?
Writing isn't just for communicating after you've thought. It's actually a tool for thinking. The act of putting thoughts into words forces you to structure them, clarify them.
Makes the fuzzy ideas more concrete.
Exactly. You have to organize them, find the right words. It engages different parts of your brain. Journaling is great for this, processing experiences, figuring out goals, untangling problems.
What if you stare at the blank page and nothing comes out?
Happens to everyone. Just start. Do a brain dump. Write whatever's in your head. No filter.
Yeah.
Or use prompts. What's on my mind? What did I learn today? What am I stuck on? Often, just starting the physical act of writing gets the thoughts flowing. You literally see your thinking take shape.
Write it out to figure it out. Okay, now let's step outside. Nature. Does getting out in nature actually help our brain?
It really does. There's a lot of research on this now. Spending time in natural environments helps lower stress, boost mood, and can actually enhance creativity and cognitive function.
So that feeling of calm after a walk in the park is real.
Absolutely. It seems to reduce mental fatigue, helps restore attention. Nature provides this kind of gentle, soft fascination that's restorative, unlike the demanding focus needed for, say, city streets or computer screens.
So it's like hitting a mental reset button.
Pretty much. Even just 20 minutes in a green space can make a difference. So yeah, try to get outside regularly. It's good for your head.
Green spaces for clearer thoughts. Noted.
Yeah.
Okay, nearly there. Something super basic, but maybe easy to forget. Water.
Hydration, yes, absolutely crucial. Your brain is mostly water.
Right.
Even being mildly dehydrated can mess with your focus, your memory, your mental energy. You feel sluggish, concentration dips.
I definitely feel that sometimes in the afternoon. Maybe I just need water.
It's often a factor. Dehydration makes it harder for your brain to function efficiently. Processing information slows down. Think of it like trying to run complex software on low battery.
Simple fix then.
The simplest. Just sip water throughout the day. Keep a bottle handy. If plain water is boring, add some lemon or mint or cucumber. Staying hydrated is such an easy win for mental performance.
Easy win. I like those. Okay, last one. Tip number 15. Learning from mistakes.
Yes. This is huge. It's about mindset, really. Seeing mistakes not as failures, but as data, as learning opportunities.
Easier said than done sometimes when you mess up.
Oh, for sure. It stings. But the key is to shift from beating yourself up to analyzing, okay, what actually went wrong here? Why did it happen? What can I learn from this? What will I do differently next time?
So intentional reflection.
Exactly. That reflection process actually strengthens neural pathways. It builds resilience. You're learning, adapting. Mistakes become stepping stones to thinking smarter next time instead of roadblocks.
Embracing mistakes as lessons. That's powerful.
It really is. It fuels growth.
Wow. Okay, so that's 15 strategies, from sleep and food right through to how we handle mistakes. Quite a toolkit.
It really is. And the thing is, you don't have to tackle all 15 at once. It's about small, consistent changes, building habits over time.
Right. Habits that support a sharper, clearer mind for the long haul.
Exactly. Incorporating even a few of these consistently can make you a more focused, more creative, just a mentally sharper version of yourself.
So for you listening right now, here's a thought to chew on. Which one of these 15 really jumped out at you? Which one feels like it could make the biggest difference for you right now? And maybe more importantly, what's one tiny concrete thing you could do today, or maybe tomorrow, to start putting that insight into practice? That little step could be the start of unlocking some serious thinking power